All right, boys and girls, welcome to Grown Guitar. We have Jessie Murph, we have Teddy Swims, we have Dirty. All right, so cool collab, and you get this dirty aura all over it, greasy, in this song here. So let's take a look at this healthy relationship with Jessie and Teddy. And let's take a look at the chords. We're gonna do the chords with the capo set on the first fret. All right, so that's the setup, because that is much easier than without the capo if you wanna match up with the sound. But again, I mentioned it before, if you don't have a capo, then just follow the same chords we learned here. It will be to play a little bit dark, it will sound a little darker than the real song if you try to match it up, but it will sound the same when it comes to the actual song. All right, so having that clear, capo on first if you have it, that's great. Let's do the chords together, starting with G. All right, so there you have third on E, second on A, open D, open G, third B, and third E. We have the G7. All right, so that is third on E, second on A, open D, open G, open B, and first E. All right, then we'll have the C major 7, but with the G note added, or in this case, not the G anymore, because we have the capo, but the third fret E string. It goes like this. Okay, so it goes third on E, third on A, second on D, open G, open B, and open E. We also have the F. That's a bar chord. So you play the bar on the first fret and you cover all strings there. And then you need to add third on A, third on D, and second on G. We also have another bar chord here, which is the C minor. That's a bar on the third fret. This time you don't have to bar the last E string if you don't want to, but the 5 strings below you have. And then you have the 5th D, you have the 5th G, and you have the 4th B. That's the C minor, and the final chord is E minor. And it goes open E, second A, second D, open G, open B, and open E. All right, so let's go right into the song. And when it comes to the playing here, this is a lot of a feel song, so sometimes a little bit, irregular. So we have one string pattern, and that is what I'm gonna teach you, because the value will be perfectly fine, and it's actually played a lot in the song, but not always. Sometimes they skip downs from it and have pauses and all that, because like I said, you go by feel a lot here. But stick to the strumming pattern I'm gonna teach you. That will be perfectly fine, and it's also played, at least half of the song is played with that strumming. The rest has the same timing as the strumming. All right, so that is the important thing here. So I have the right timing with chord switches. So the first chord will be G, so grab that first, and then the strumming will be about 6 straight downs, like this. Okay, so what you want to do here is to point out the 4th down. So what you do there is to play on the bass mid area for all the downs except from the 4th down. On the 4th down, you want to really go down to the higher strings there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we have that now, and sometimes it's played like this. Yeah, you hear it's still the right same timing, but you don't play everything, and that's what I mean with the feel parts. It's not always straight downs like this, and yeah, this is a living project, so to speak, so it goes and flows like an organism, and it goes back and forth between this strumming we teach here and something else that is a part of it. All right, and that's a very philosophical explain, but anyway, I think you understand. Let's go into the corporations now, starting with the verse. The first verse goes G, 1 string around, then the G7, 1 string around, then you have this combo of C major G, 1 string around, and the F, 1 string around. So G1, G7-1, the GC1, and F1, you play that for 2 rounds, like this. G, G7, GC, F. I gave you 2 rounds, and that is what you're gonna play as well. First verse is done there. Then over to first pre-chorus. You're gonna play now E minor, 1 string around, the C G chord, 1 string around, then the G, 1 string around, and the C minor, 1 string around. You're gonna play it for only this 1 chord progression round. So let's do it together. E minor 1, the CG1, the G1, and the C minor 1. And we're now ready for the first chorus. And guess what? You're gonna play it in the same way as you play the verse, which means G1, G7-1, the GC1, or CG1, whatever you call it, and then F1. You're gonna play it for 4 rounds, so it's twice as long as the verse. Let's go for another couple of rounds of the G, G7, CG, and F. That was 2 rounds. You play for 4, and that is your first chorus. All right, guys, so the second round of everything is just repetition. Second verse played in the same way as the first one. The same goes with the second pre-chorus and even the second chorus, except from the last ending there in the 4th round. So in the 4th round, you're just gonna play the G1, G7-1, the CG1, and the last chord there, F. You don't strum that one. You play just 1 down on the final 4th, F, and then you turn and play 1 down on the G. And that G ends this cool song, Dirty, 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 from Jessie Murph and Teddy Swims. Give it a try, guys. I work a lot for you, so I try my best, and I hope you can do something for me here. Subscribe to this channel would be really, really great. I want to reach out to everybody, as many as I can, and see this family growing is, wow, a dream. So thank you so much, guys, and I hope you have a nice day. Play tuned.